Hi guys, got a odd request here. I say odd because it takes a bit of understanding what they mean. On one of my old rubber band powered cars, Priyan J asks, is it not possible to rotate the tyres instead of rotating the stick? Right, okay. Now, I think what he might mean, I always rotate the stick, the axle. So I attach the rubber band on the hook there, spin it round, and obviously that spins the wheels. Now when he says rotate the tyres, I assume he means rotate the wheel. So can you rotate the wheel instead of rotating the stick? Now, you could, with an electric motor, you could have a rubber wheel on there that rubs against the outside of the tyre there, or outside of the wheel, and that will, if I hold it in place, that'll rotate the wheel. So electric motor there, turning round, and as you can see, we're rotating the wheel. All that happens is the shaft of the motor, we've got that bit of plastic tubing on it to give it a bit of grip. That just rubs against the outside of the wheel and that makes the wheel turn. So if I connect on here, so you could do something like that. So you could have that up against the wheel, and then you could do exactly the same as we've done there. Wrap the rubber band round there, and that will then rotate the wheel for you. It's a bit of a sort of double take. Why do that instead of just do that? You're doing exactly the same thing, you're just doing it to a different location. The other thing I did think, a very simple option, would be cut a small notch in the outside of the wheel, rubber band on the front and rubber band onto that notch, pull it back. You could only go about that far, and then when you release it, the rubber band will pull the wheel forwards and you'll get, I suppose you might be able to get a little bit more of that. You might be able to get all the way around there because the rubber band will go around there. So maybe half a turn. I'll have a look at that. To demonstrate what I mean, I've put together some bits from one of my old rubber band powered cars. So this CD on the back, I've just filed a notch in it. So I can hook the rubber band on that, and that will directly drive the outside of the wheel. So rubber band, hold it still. Rubber band into that notch. We can go that far round. Don't think there's any advantage in going any further. And let it go. Obviously you can make the rubber band more powerful. The only problem you'll have is probably lose grip on that wheel, which is why I'm using the gripper stuff on the table, on the floor. There is of course one other option. If you actually made this back wheel wider, then you could wrap the rubber band round the wheel all the way round and keep wrapping it round, so you get several turns of rubber band round the wheel. If it was much wider, then it'd go further. Now you could do something like that, but to be honest, all you're doing is making the axle much thicker. That's still the axle, it's just expanded to nearly the diameter of the wheel. So yeah, you could do that, and that would do the job, but that's not how I understood the question. As I say, all you're doing there is making the axle itself bigger and bigger until it's eventually the same size as the wheel.